Some NFL teams know how to do it, and others don't. Teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers, Green Bay Packers, and Dallas Cowboys have traditionally preserved some of the most iconic uniforms in American sports. Other teams used to or currently wear hideous regular uniforms, while some teams have a very ugly alternative uniform they choose to wear once in a while for some reason. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we bring you 10 of the ugliest NFL uniforms we've ever seen. Number 10, Cleveland Browns home jerseys. A team with a rather unoriginal name and a very boring logo refused to get their jerseys right. The Cleveland Browns have some of the most bland jerseys in the NFL, but we'll defend them. It's hard to find the proper jersey when your team name is based off of a longtime NFL coach from years ago. Still, the dark brown is just an ugly jersey number for sports teams, and the orange doesn't make it look any better. This is like putting an orange popsicle on your turkey-covered gravy. Neither of those combos work. Please try again, Browns. Number 9, Seattle Seahawks traffic worker jackets. Chances are if you visit the Emerald City and see people wearing these nowadays, they're either loyal fans with poor purchasing skills or they're directing traffic downtown. We think Seattle wore these simply just to blind the opposing team, because these are almost as bright as the sun. They were flat out ugly and just made no sense. This is professional football, not a road worker site. Thank goodness Seattle changed their uniforms in 2012, and so we hope these beauties make a comeback. And yes, that was sarcasm. Number 8, Jaguars failed gold rush. Lesson to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Only the San Francisco 49ers can have a team name and uniform linked to gold because of the city's history with the gold rush. So why did the Jags think they could make uniforms out of gold medals? Thankfully, these are only alternative uniforms for the Jaguars and not home jerseys. They simply suck, make no sense, and wait a second, are those even gold? Or did an entire team swim in a pool of mustard? You get the idea, these are awful. If you want to get out of a blind date, then just buy these uniforms. Number 7, Chicago makes BEARY-BAD uniform choice. The Chicago Bears are often praised for their longtime logo, which is one of the oldest and most historic in all of sports. But their 1994 uniform idea? Not so much. These jerseys look nothing like the iconic orange and navy colors the Bears have been infamous for wearing. Like honestly, how is this supposed to be appealing? On the bright side, it appears as though they discovered a new animal species, zebras who are yellow and navy striped. Number 6, Fly Away Jets throwback, fly away. New York Jets fans have become synonymous for their infamous Jets, 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 Jets chant. But we have a hard time believing they'd ever scream that while their beloved NFL team donned these uniforms. The Jets have donned the beautiful green and white uniforms for years, so why did they go throwback with these uniforms? It's one of the biggest unsolved sciences of mankind, at least for NFLologists like us. Thankfully, these uniforms don't show up on a regular basis. Number 5, Buccaneers Orange Disaster. Some folks refer to these as creamsicle-looking uniforms. We agree. And that's the lone bright spot from these uniforms. They're at least appetizing looking. These uniforms are just awful. Did someone peel a million oranges and glue them onto white uniforms? Allow us to kindly point out the fact that the Bucs didn't win the Super Bowl with these, but they did in 2003 when they had the red jerseys. In fact, we encourage you all to give us your theories as to where these jersey ideas came from and how they were made. Number 4, Pack Up and Fly Away Eagles throwbacks. We love the Philadelphia Eagles super dark green jerseys. They're among the fanciest in the NFL. Unfortunately, they haven't maintained the tradition of slick uniforms, as these 2007 throwbacks will tell you. Hold on a second. Is this just, are they complete rip-offs of the San Diego Chargers alternates? Have a look for yourself. Our point is, why did the Eagles think this was a good idea? You should not don a jersey that looks 100% different from your original ones, especially if they suck. But hey, it does look like the Eagles did enjoy doing some Christmas baking and used the leftover icing to come up with hideous jerseys. Number 3, a mile-high mistake. Not too many people will complain about the Denver Broncos Orange Crush uniforms, and their longtime navy and orange ones have stood out for 2 decades. But their throwback uniforms in the 2009 game against the New England Patriots were just awful. Even the refs who called this game refer to them as ugly, but they go well beyond that. These are jerseys that football teams wore decades ago, but these were just terrible. Did they take a DeLorean time machine and go back into the 40s and steal these? It's hard to come up with a belief as to how the players were even willing to don these. But hey, the Broncos won the game, so maybe they were good luck charms. Number 2, Green Bay Packers throwbacks. Sometimes when you have something good, you leave it alone. The Packers' green and yellow jerseys are among the most beloved and recognizable in sports. So why are these uniforms a thing? We have no idea. These are jerseys that would not look good in any era. We won't even try to tell you a funny story as to how these could have been made, but man, please stop wearing them, Green Bay. And number 1, Steel City Superficial Uniforms. Like the Packers, the Steelers' traditional black and yellow uniforms are beautiful and well received, so it's fitting their alternate throwbacks are the worst in football. While some people go searching for golden treasure, we encourage you to find an NFL expert who loves these. They're just so outdated, and there's nothing cool about them. What is the last NFL uniform you'd ever wear in public? Join us in the comments below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.